Yeah.
And it wasn't at a
Yes.
normal one.
Hit my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Let's call the order.
Same day, same year.
July 17th, 2025, Plan Commission. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Cox?
Here.
Mr. Crumpton?
Here.
Mr. Ulitz?
Here.
Mr. Martin let me know he would be absent. Mr. Perez let me know he would be absent. Ms. Radakovich?
Here.
Ms. Rohr?
Here.
Mr. Turk?
Here.
Chairman Kella?
Here.
Okay, first on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the Plan Commission meeting of July 19th of 2025.
So
Any questions? Any corrections? Okay. Motion.
Motion to approve?
second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Crumpton?
Aye.
Mr. Ulitz?
Aye.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Turk?
Aye.
Chairman Kella?
Aye.
Next on the agenda is citizens to be heard on agenda items. This section is for anyone wanting to speak regarding agenda items and are allowed a maximum of 4 minutes. Is there anyone here who would like to speak on citizens or speak during citizens to be heard on agenda items? Okay. With that, we will move into the major portion of the meeting. But before I do that, I do want to make a note that one of the last agenda items, which is FP 425, final plat of Laraway A&R Pipeline, TC Energy subdivision, that will be, there is a tabling request. So if you are here for that, that is likely to be tabled. Okay. So under old business, public hearing, we have no agenda items, which brings us to old business, which we have no agenda items, which brings us to new business, public hearing, and we have a few agenda items. The first petition is P325, preliminary plat of Ketone Business Center, Unit 4 subdivision, which is a minor subdivision. Under general information, the applicant is Rock Creek Industrial LLC. The status of the applicant is owner. The requested action is approval of a 2-lot industrial re-subdivision, and the purpose is to create 2 lots from an existing lot. The existing zoning is I-2 General Industrial, and the location is 3,350 Shanahan Road. And this subdivision size is 27.2 acres. The existing land use is industrial. For surrounding land use and zoning, to the north is industrial use and it's zoned I-2 General Industrial. To the south, industrial use and it's zoned I-2 General Industrial. To the east is Hobart Road and it's zoned I-2 General Industrial. And to the west is an industrial use and floodplain and it's zoned I-2 General Industrial. Under site history, Ketone Business Center is an industrial subdivision located south of Shanahan Road at Hobart Road that was initially approved in 2016. The entire subdivision has I-2 general industrial zoning and mainly contains logistics and transportation uses. The subject site is Lot 5 of Ketone Business Center Unit 3 subdivision, which was recorded in 2021. In the past few years, City Council has approved several special use permits for this address, including a special use permit to allow the sales of new and used trucks and associated equipment, a special use permit to allow a trucking facility with cargo container storage and stacking, and a special use permit to allow a truck terminal. The subject site has been developed with a 57,000 square foot building, an employee parking area to the east of the building, and a paved trailer parking area on most of the remainder of the site. The southwest portion of the site has not yet been paved, but is also planned as trailer parking spaces. The existing building is currently being built out for a truck equipment sales and rental facility. Under special information, the preliminary plat of Ketone Business Center Unit 4 subdivision will create 2 lots from an existing 27.2 acre lot. Lot 12, which will be 13.9 acres, will contain the existing building and surrounding parking for a truck and equipment sales and rental business. Lot 13, which will be 13.3 acres, is proposed to be developed for a trucking facility per the previously approved special use permit. The re-subdivision will allow an additional building to be constructed on Lot 13 so that each use will be on its own lot. The attached preliminary plat shows the proposed site plan for the entire subject site. Lot 12 will continue to have approximately 101 car parking stalls and will be restriped to have 230 tractor stalls. Lot 13 is proposed to have approximately 76 car stalls and 301 trailer stalls. The proposed site plan will not have more trailer parking stalls than the conceptual site plans included with the previous special use permit approvals. The Keystone subdivision was designed to provide internal circulation to the lots to limit access points on Route 6. The subject site is currently accessed from the private road that runs along the east side of the lots to the north. Lot 12 will retain the existing access points off the private road, while access to proposed Lot 13 will be through Lot 12 via an access easement along the south side of the property. The petitioner is working with Public Utilities staff to determine the exact configuration of water and sewer lines to serve Lot 13. The owner will need to provide utility easements as needed, as well as access easement for Lot 12. Public improvements and storm detention were previously provided for the Keystone subdivision. In conclusion, approval of the preliminary plat of Keystone Business Center Unit 4 subdivision, which is a minor subdivision, will allow the subdivision of an existing industrial lot into 2 lots to allow a second user to construct a building on and occupy the site. And that concludes staff's report.
May we have the petitioner? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name and address, please.
Kyle Schumacher, 44 South Vale, Arlington Heights, Illinois, 60005.
Thank you. Anything to add?
So a little history on this property. We purchased the 262 acres that comprises that business park in 2016. This particular property we started development on in 2022 with a 57,000 square foot industrial building and 621 trailer parking spaces. We were able to lease the building and a portion of the lot in December to a company called Monroe Truck Equipment. They're owned by a Swedish company. They essentially maintain and lease and build snow removal equipment for O'Hare Airport, IDOT, a lot of municipalities. So we're left with the southwest side of this property, and we could currently use it as trailer parking spaces, but what we're realizing in the market is most people that we'd like to lease to would like some kind of a building with those trailer parking spaces. So in order to accommodate a second building, code requires us to subdivide the property. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the commission?
I have one. It says here, public improvements and storm detention were previously provided. Does that cover this subdivided properties as well? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's all I have.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, then the motion's in order for P-3-25.
Motion.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Crumpton?
Aye.
Mr. Ulitz?
Aye.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Turk?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Chairman Kella?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
That will move to Plan Commission with a recommendation of approval, move to City Council with a recommendation of approval from the Plan Commission, and it'll be tentatively scheduled for the second meeting in August. Okay. Next on the agenda is 3 related petitions. We have P-425, which is a preliminary plat of Rock Run Crossings Drive subdivision. We have FP-325, final plat of Rock Run Crossings Drive subdivision. and V425, vacation of a 3-acre portion of Rock Run Crossings Drive right-of-way. Under general information, the applicant is Cullinan Joliet LLC. The status of the applicant is the developer. Requested action is approval of a preliminary plat, final plat, and vacation of right-of-way. For purpose, it's to create a 3-lot mixed-use subdivision, and the existing zoning is B2 Central Business District. The location is north of Olympic Boulevard and west of Gateway Boulevard. The size of the subdivision is 37.26 acres, and the existing land use is undeveloped. For surrounding land use and zoning, to the north is future mixed use, and it's zoned B2 Central Business District. To the south is future mixed use, zone B2 Central Business District. To the east, future mixed use, zone B2 Central Business District. And to the west is Interstate 55 and then Shorewood Office Commercial and Institutional Zoning District, as well as Shorewood Office Research and Light Industrial Zoning District. Under site history, the subject property lies within the Rock Run Crossings redevelopment project area, which has been designated as a tax increment financing district since 2021. When it was created, it was the intention of the TIF district to include a future mixed-use development that would contain commercial, retail, restaurant, entertainment, recreational amenities, and multifamily residential housing over the entire 309-acre district. The subject property is a 37-acre portion of the Rock Run Crossings Lot 3 re-subdivision. The applicant is proposing a realignment of Rock Run Crossings Drive back to its original planned alignment from 2021. In May of 2024, the 3-acre portion of Rock Run Crossings Drive was vacated and shifted approximately 75 feet to the west. The petitioner wishes to vacate the newly dedicated Rock Run Crossings Drive right-of-way from 2024 and place the road back to its original alignment from 2021. Figure 1 in your staff report packet shows the subject vacation, as well as on the screen, along with the existing and proposed right-of-way alignments. For special information, the applicant seeks approval of the preliminary and final plats of Rock Run Crossings Drive subdivision, along with a vacation of the Rock Run Crossings Drive right-of-way that was dedicated in 2024. The applicant has also submitted a recording plat for approval, which will be put before the City Council at a future meeting. Lots 1, 2, and 3 in the proposed subdivision will have altered lot dimensions due to the proposed vacation and realignment of Rock Run Crossings Drive. Table 1 below shows the changes in lot sizes that will occur because of the realignment of Rock Run Crossings Drive. All 3 lots will have frontage on Rock Run Crossings Drive. It is expected that Lot 1 will obtain its primary means of access from an access drive that stems off Shale Road to the north. A 10-foot landscaping easement will be located along Shale Road and Rock Run Crossings Drive frontages of Lot 1. Lots 2 and 3 will likely be re-subdivided later as site development plans are finalized. And there was a table in your staff report packet that summarized the size of the lots at their current acreage and their proposed acreage. And in conclusion, approval of the preliminary and final plats of Rock Run Crossings Drive subdivision and the vacation of a 3-acre portion of Rock Run Crossings Drive will allow for future development of a 3-lot mixed-use subdivision. And that concludes staff's report.
May we have the petitioner come up, please? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name and address, please.
Jim Teston, Cullinan Properties, Development Manager, 806 Junie Court, Joliet, Illinois, 60435.
Okay, anything to add to the?
So staff report covered it well here. The only thing I would add is there's no infrastructure in place, so it's really just a paperwork aspect of shifting the road. So do need to get it platted and the old one vacated. So just kind of working through the paperwork on the plats here from this standpoint. And then we hope to get construction going on the proposed alignment probably here within the next few weeks.
Okay, Any questions from the commission?
No?
Hearing none, then
Was, Mr. Kello, we should probably see if there's anyone here for public comment. I
Oh,
know there's
sorry.
no one here, but
nobody here, okay.
anyone here for public comment? Okay,
Hearing none.
okay.
Motion's in order for P4-25, FP3-25, and B-425.
Motion to approve all three?
Second?
Call the order, or roll, please.
Mr. Ulitz,
Aye.
Ms. Radakovich,
Aye.
Ms. Rohr,
Aye.
Mr. Turk,
Aye.
Mr. Cox,
Aye.
Mr. Crumpton,
Aye.
Chairman Kella.
Aye.
Okay, this will move forward to City Council with a recommendation of approval. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is FP 425, which is the final plat of Laraway A&R TC Energy subdivision. The petitioner is Andrew D. Black, representative for A&R Pipeline Energy Pipeline TC Energy. They are the developer, and the owner is A&R Pipeline Company. The petitioner is requesting a tabling of the subject final plat petition to the August 21st, 2025 Plan Commission meeting to allow additional time to finalize engineering plans for the site that are associated with the final plat approval. Staff does support this tabling request.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Radakovich,
Aye.
Ms. Rohr,
Aye.
Mr. Turk,
Aye.
Mr. Cox,
Aye.
Mr. Crumpton,
Aye.
Mr. Ulitz,
Aye.
Chairman Kella.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is new business, of which none is listed, and then that brings us to new or old business, not for final action or recommendation. I will be giving two short presentations back to back on two projects that are in process. Okay, the first project that I wanted to update the Plan Commission about is the I-80 Des Plaines River Bridge Community Plan. Even before you on the screen is an image, and I know it's dated 2021, but the plans for the reconstruction and realignment of I-80 have not changed. This project has been well underway for quite some time with engineering plans being finalized. So that shows you the existing configuration of Interstate 80 and then the location of the new bridge. What's shown in orange, I think it's orange on your screen, is the property that the state of Illinois is acquiring in order to make the new bridge construction possible, as well as the takedown of the existing bridge. So we've gotten that question a lot. They will be physically deconstructing the existing bridge, and then that is also freeing up land after that's done with. Because of the impacts to the neighborhood on the east side and the west side due to the construction of the new bridge and the takedown of the old, the state of Illinois has committed $400,000 to doing a really targeted community plan. One of the main the points of that plan is to also decide what the stakeholders and residents in that area want to do with $3.5 million that the state of Illinois has committed in recognition that that the people in that neighborhood are being impacted. The $3.5 million is to go towards things like our community improvements and aesthetic enhancements in the neighborhood. So this community plan is to generate ideas about and come up with a firm final ending of what that money will be spent for. And it's also to get feedback on what the land that is going to be freed up by the takedown of bridge and then the property that was acquired to construct the new bridge. What does the community want to see with that property? This is just a summary. So our project consultant is CDM Smith. So the City Planning Division is working with, I think, 4 different consultants right now. We have CDM Smith with this project. We just finished Housley Levine with our ETOD plan. We're working with Lamar Johnson on our comprehensive plan, and then we're working with another firm. I'm not personally working with them for the Choice Neighborhoods Initiative transformation plan. So anyways, this project started earlier this year, and it's slated to end around December of 2026. So kind of following the same timelines as the comprehensive plan, but this is very, very small targeted area. Other project outcomes is we have monies set aside to do what we call in the planning world tactical urbanism type project, which really means we're going to try to do like a pilot project in this area. So, for example, a pilot project would be the temporary striping of Water Street to see what that would feel like if it was officially striped as a 2-lane road. Right now, there is no striping, and other kinds of temporary improvements to get a feel of what the community would like. Where are we at in the process? We are at community meeting number 1, which is why I wanted to come today. So that meeting is happening next Tuesday. I'll jump to that. So residents in the neighborhood and stakeholders have received door-to-door invites. So the consultant team has gone out door-to-door to invite people. There was invitations sent also by mail. There's flyers up in that area, and there's also signs everywhere directing people to this event. Anyone in the community is welcome to come to this. It's an open house style, so you can come at any point between 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And review the workshop boards that they have there about community improvements for that area. And then after that, you can go to the Slammers game and get your hot dog. So, yeah. I've had a couple people ask about that, and you can do it all that night. So there are 3 meetings throughout this process. So this will be the kickoff meeting where the consultant team and the project team are identifying the community needs and also assets and what the community wants to see. And this project does build on conversations that occurred in between 2020 and 2022 during the initial phase of outreach to this targeted area through the IDOT's original I-80 reconstruction program. I'll just say now 4 things came to light. The residents in that neighborhood wanted to see traffic calming, especially down Water Street. So that was 1. They wanted to explore the potential for a shared use path through the neighborhood. That was 2. They want to see signs commemorating Reverend Vernado at the existing Vernado Park. And I think the 4th was more lighting and sidewalk improvements in the neighborhood. Okay. Any questions about that project before I move on? Okay. I don't know at this point if there'll be zoning and code rewrites that would come your way, but there could be. So again, as the Plan Commission, I thought you should be aware of this as we just started this project.
Actually, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Are the improvements that you're talking about, like with the bridge, are they only isolated to within that yellow boundary that was on the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do have a project steering committee too. I should have mentioned that for that project. So we're working with stakeholders in that community. I'm going to break up the blue that was on the screen with some orange, and I'm just throwing this in. I just wanted to let you know that the downtown Joliet ETOD plan was adopted at the Tuesday night city council meeting. And I wanted to bring that up because what that means for the Plan Commission is that the city will start moving on implementing the 73 recommendations, and I can positively announce that we were notified earlier this summer that we were awarded $35,000 to begin implementing the transit-oriented development zoning recommendations. So, the Plan Commission will see that. It'll come before you at some point. We don't have a timeline of when we're going to begin working on that. It's still unknown if the city has to physically accept that award in some ways, but that we were granted at least the go-ahead from the Regional Transportation Authority as our grant funder again. So that's very positive. And then changing gears, so I want to just briefly go over the comprehensive plan. We had kind of our big, more public-facing kickoff again at the Tuesday council meeting. So once again, the comprehensive plan is a guiding document that'll set out the long-term vision for policy and land use in Joliet. And I want to just give you an update on where we have been and where we're going, and some exciting community outreach opportunities. So we just completed phase 1 of this project, and during that phase we being the project team, gathered and evaluated past city plans and projects. We gathered and evaluated spatial data, demographic and market data, and other information. We launched the advisory committee for this project. Their first meeting was in March of this year, and they do meet monthly. And then decisions were made on the branding of this planned project, and then we also gathered input on outreach and engagement opportunities from the advisory committee. One of the key deliverables from phase 1 was the existing conditions report, which is a snapshot of where the city is at this point in time. And this existing conditions report, which you can see, it's over 130 pages long, really does give a good snapshot of the city, and it is a framework for which the city can build on as we move forward with diving into the details of the comprehensive plan. This is available on the city's project webpage. So I was repeating this a lot on Tuesday night. It's joliet.gov/comprehensive plan. I know it's long, but comp plan had to piece together, and that didn't work. So comprehensive plan is the web link for that. And now we are back into the investigate phase of this project. And in this stage, we're seeking to better understand priorities and create vision, goals, and objectives from this. We are also investigating community priorities within the framework of key topical areas such as housing and neighborhoods, transportation, mobility, and economic development, to name a few. And then as a first step to shaping these priorities, I'm excited that we're announcing again before you that the community survey is live and it's ready for the public to take. And this survey is going to collect information on priorities regarding overall quality of life, homes and neighborhoods, jobs and businesses, transportation and mobility, parks and nature, environment and sustainability, and community and culture. And we're really asking the public for less than 10 minutes of time to shape Joliet's future for at least the next 10 years. The survey is available on the project webpage, and we are printing copies to have here at City Hall in both English and Spanish. And then the online survey is actually available in English, Spanish, Polish, Arabic, and traditional Chinese. And then I'm told that the survey is going to run through February 19th, which will be 2 days after the public workshop number 1. So this workshop is going to take place September 17th at Joliet West High School. It'll be open house style format from 5 to 7:30, meaning that residents and other community members can pop in anytime during that time frame. We landed on Joliet West for our first public workshop because it's one of the most centrally located large facilities in the area, and also served by public transit. At that workshop, you can expect to see more detailed conversations about those key topic areas I just mentioned, like quality of life, homes and neighborhoods, parks and recreation, transportation, mobility. And then further down the road, there will be 2 additional public workshops. There will also be working groups centered around these topic areas that, again, I just mentioned, like transportation, mobility, parks. And then the project team is also prepared to start going out into the community and promoting the project and also gathering community input at community meetings and events. And then I'm just gonna, my closing slide is, once again, the project webpage will be continually updated throughout this project, joliet.gov/comprehensive plan. That's the best way to stay up to date. And I'm happy to take any questions about this project or any of the other ones.
I'll just say that I did read the existing conditions report, and it is amazing.
Oh, great.
All of the information collected is, I think it's actually helpful for all of us up here too to see.
Okay,
all
yeah, you know what?
existing
I can
plans
send a
and all that.
reminder out to all of you.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say staff put a lot of work into that, so we went line by line, all the divisions and departments, you know, within those topic areas really took a hard look at that, and you know, we had changes and want to make sure that everything was, the information was correct, so
Yeah.
proud of the people over there, yeah.
Yeah, I do think it gave a lot of historical context to what we do up here too. So
Yeah.
that was really nice, because there's oftentimes I have questions like, well, why is it this, or why did we do this? And it was packaged in a nice bow. So maybe even new commissioners or even
Yeah.
things for the future, we should kind of
Yeah,
use that as a reference.
yeah, we'll get that out to you guys, if you don't choose to go to the link, but I'll email you, okay? Anything else?
Well, thank you,
Okay.
James.
All right, well, next on the agenda then would be public comment. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak under public comment? Which brings us to adjournment.
Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.